Interpersonal communication, chapter 7. Did y'all miss me? You probably had a nice week without having to look at me. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the midterm wasn't too cumbersome. Um, in general, y'all did well on it. So now let's talk about chapter 7. Chapter 7 talks about emotions and emotional intelligence and feelings. And so a lot of it is based on different things. Emotional intelligence complements cognitive intelligence, and the book starts with a little blurb about the Big Bang Theory. In my speaker's notes, there's 2 video links. The second one is montage of Sheldon and how emotionally he makes other people feel. It's funny in the comedy, but it's not funny in real life. The other one is a video link. The first one you see, it's in my speaker's notes. It's www.itsnicethat.com. And I will forewarn you, this is a French video, so it has subtitles. But more than that, there are a couple of brief moments of female above the waist nudity, and there are a few moments of some foul language. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But it's a wonderful perspective of the world with the roles reversed, gender reversal. Instead of the women being the instead of men being dominant in the culture, the women are dominant. And it will allow you, hopefully, to see a different perspective. Like I said, I don't want to offend anybody. I figure you're all adults. I think it's a good eye opener. Kind of like role playing. You get to see it from the other side. Hopefully you will enjoy the video. In your discussion, send me some comments and notes, whether you do or not. Neither one of them is testable. If you don't want to watch either one of them, don't. But one of them brings you a little comedy and relief. The other one is a lot more serious. So let's understand emotions. They're biological. They affect us physiologically. They are something that we, in many cases, don't have much, if any, control over. They are socially constructed. You know, little boys don't cry. I don't know how many of you guys heard that growing up, but it's a lie. I cry. I'm not a little boy either, so I'm not a big boy. I don't know. But a lot of times we construct these emotions that men and women are supposed to have, or you should have if you're from a certain part of the country. And we usually don't experience one emotion at a time. A lot of times there's more than one stacked up there. And a lot of times when we get emotional, if we're having an argument with somebody we care about, you know, a significant other, a lot of emotions will flow. And a lot of times we don't even know what the argument's really about. Because this happened, this happened, this happened, but suddenly this happened and it all cascaded. So we have physiological reactions. You know, like a knot in your stomach from bad news. The other day, I was in the car, my phone rang, I looked at it, and it said, Keith Freeman, the guy I grew up with. I don't think Keith and I have talked 10 times in the last 2 years. Never on the phone. But when I saw his name on the phone, I got a knot in my stomach because I knew something was wrong. his mom had passed away. He don't call me. Why is he going to call me? I mean, we were good friends when we were a little bitty, but now we're just kind of acquaintances. But I did appreciate the call from him. But I got a knot in my stomach. We have a perceptual view of emotions. You know, if you see somebody crying, you have a certain perception of it. You know, why is this person crying? Somebody's hands are shaking. You know, are they scared? Is that why their hands are shaking? Because they're scared? What's another reason the hands might shake? Well, they could be cold, but some people hands shake when they get angry, and they're fighting off the temptation to express it physically. But you know, whatever you perceive it to be is what the perception you're going to have of that emotional that emotion you see. And we use that to interpret emotions. Um, Oftentimes we label emotions as male or feminine, masculine or feminine. We frame the rules for emotions. Most of y'all are much younger than I am. I don't know how many of y'all have gone to funerals. But if you think about a funeral, it should be a solemn place where we're wishing our best for the family members and the person that's gone before us. Every funeral I've been at, including Keith's mom's last week, there was a lot of laughing. And you know, at first I once I noticed it one time, not at this this particular funeral, but you know, it's like, why is everybody laughing? But the thing is at a funeral, you remember all the wonderful things about those people that you're going to miss. And you tell each other stories about, remember when we did so and so, and you know, so and so did so and so, and it creates happy emotions. So we're reframing the sadness of the event. If you've ever been to a wake often is a party. You know, the person's gone, but they're partying. So what else do we do with we have feeling rules, shame, pride, gratitude, and we have different ways to express that emotion, and we have different ways that we you know, interpret that emotion that we see. Emotional work. How should we feel about something? You know, have you ever thought that, you know, I ought to really not feel happy about this, but I do. You know, the guy that you went speeding by you and you drove down the road and he ran off the road. You know, I'm not happy he wrecked, but yeah, he deserved it. You know, well, at least I hope nobody was hurt. Um, there are obstacles to communicating emotions effectively. And a lot of times those obstacles are culturally created. You know, guys want to fix everything. I don't really want to listen. A lot of times, and I hate being a generalist like that, so I apologize. But a lot of times somebody just wants you to listen, don't want you to fix it. There are reasons not to share your emotions. You know, some of them are cultural reasons. I never saw my father cry. Never. My sister said he cried the day I left and joined the army, but I never saw it. My dad would not show that. He was, you know. And so culturally, it wasn't appropriate for him to do that. Societal norms. Men are reserved. Women are not so much. Self-protection. I don't want to show others because I don't want to show my weakness. To protect others. You know, maybe you're angry at your significant other, but you're really hungry and they burn dinner. But you don't want to show that because you want to protect them because you know it's an irrational emotion. Social and professional roles. Socially, what should we do? Professionally, what should we do? You know, in the Army, everybody was known by their rank, and so you know, professionally, if I knew Bob personally, and Bob had some bad news, family member passed away or whatever, you know, in public, I wouldn't say, Bob, I'm so sorry to hear about your bad news. Yeah. I might say Sergeant Smith, but professionally, you're going to change how you react and say things because it's not appropriate or it is. Or maybe, you know, they got some bad medical news. Well, publicly, you don't want to say, man, I'm sorry to hear you got cancer because they might not want everybody else to know about it. So you might not express your emotions. There's reasons not to share them because of public and social and professional stuff. Ineffective expression is another problem we have with emotions. You know, being too general. Um, I'm so angry at you. You make me so angry. You make me. Okay, begin with what did I do? You know, and so it's general. What do you mean I make you angry? How? What did I do that makes you angry? A lot of times we don't own our own feelings. Instead of you make me angry, I'm angry at you because you. I'm angry because you said you would do this and you didn't. They didn't make you angry. You're angry. That's your emotion. Own it. But it may have been something they did that caused you to get upset. But the emotion is yours. It's not theirs. Um, Counterfeit language. Leave me alone. Okay, what the hell does that mean? What does leave me alone mean? Is it really hold me because I need to be held? Or is it really stay away from me, don't touch me? What, you know, is it leave me alone doesn't tell me anything. You know, it's ambiguous, it's general, it if we're in a partnership here, if there's a relationship, you know, I need more than that. Identify your emotions. Learn to identify what they truly are. You know, are you scared? You know, are you afraid of something, or are you just, were you just, your adrenaline's rushing for some other reason? What is this emotion going on in your body, and why is it there? And how can you manage it if you need to? Choose whether and how to express your emotions. Whether to do it or not, like I said, there's social constraints, there are other constraints, and you know, how do I express it? Yeah. Maybe this person doesn't need to know that I'm sad because my friend passed away. So I don't, you know, I don't need to express it to them. But maybe I need to express, you know, I just lost a friend recently. That's it. And so just leave it at that. How are you going to express it and how are you going to do it? Own your feelings. It's your emotion, it's your feeling. You know, I didn't make you angry. You're angry because of whatever. Monitor self talk. We talked about this, I think it was in chapter 2. Self talk. You know, you're going to talk yourself into something. You know, I'm going to fail this test. I'm not going to do good in this public speech. She's going to say no when I ask her out. monitor all that. Instead of, rationalize it, find out why you feel that way. And don't be so negative about stuff. And respond to the sensitivities of others' emotions. If somebody significant to you is being emotional, respond to it. Don't just blow it off. Damn, she had a bad day today. I don't know what the hell I did. I don't know why she's mad at me. She may not be mad at you, but she may be mad at you, or he may be mad at you because they're upset and you aren't responding to their emotions. And that's just making it worse. There's many a day that I've come home from work and my wife was in a bad mood. And I knew I hadn't done nothing. I hadn't been home all day. But I needed to find out what was going on, why she was upset, and be supportive to her. Respond to her emotions and sensitively. What's going on? Why are you so upset? What happened? And be there for that person. That's what you need to do with emotions. That be. Listen to me. That is chapter 7 in Wood's book. Once again, the videos. I hope I didn't offend anybody with the first one, but I really don't think most guys have a clue what women go through in many cases on a daily basis. And some of it, I mean, thank God not all of it's daily, but, it allows you to see the other side. And women, I hope you see that and realize that some of us understand that it's not always right. And the Sheldon thing, hope you get a laugh out of it. But I'll post this in my speaker notes, and I'll post the PowerPoints. And I'll be back next week. I would like to say I'll see you next week, but I never get to see y'all. But you'll see me if you watch the video. You have my number, you have my email. Contact me if you need me. Bye-bye.